Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be drawing today with these Ohuhu markers. I'm very excited about it. Before I begin, be sure to like and subscribe. I've got my pencil ready and let's see what I can come up with. So I have my piece of cardstock here. This is what I'm drawing on today, and I decided to rip it in half so that way I could have smaller paper to work with. And I actually have an idea today. So I saved some of these pictures to my artboard on Pinterest, and this is the inspiration for the day. It's these little drawings of, like, they're in squares and they're a whole bunch of different drawings, and I think that looks really cool and is really aesthetic, so that's what I want to try and tackle today. The first step is to make the boxes, and now it's time to sketch them out. I didn't really have a theme for this drawing as a whole. I just wanted to fill each box with something pretty and something that I felt like was fun to draw. So in the bottom one, I did a breakfast sandwich, and then I did tulips, and then I wanted to go over to the bigger drawing, and I tried really hard to use the perspective on this one and make the feet look like they were closer, like we had kind of a downward angle looking up, and it took me a lot of tries to get the feet right, but I'm glad I didn't give up and I just kept working on it. And then for the top little drawing, I decided to do a little bow purse because I felt like that would be really cute and just tie the whole thing together. These drawings right now are pretty random, but I'm hoping the Ohuhu markers, these are the colors that I have available to me, and I hope the colors will pull all of the drawings together. So I'm starting off with the breakfast sandwich, and for some of the drawings I saw that they did things with a monochrome look, meaning everything the same color, just different shades of that color, and I liked that, but for this one I wanted to just kind of do a whole bunch of different drawings and then unify them together in different ways. So that's what I decided to do here. So I just kept on going and drawing the breakfast sandwich like a traditional breakfast sandwich. After I finished coloring in all of the different colors of the breakfast sandwich, it was then time to do the line art, which is like my favorite thing ever. I love when it all comes together with some crispy, clean lines. So that's what I was doing here, and added in some details, some little salt and pepper on the eggs. And this is what it was looking like so far, and that's just the first one. So I'm very excited. I outlined the box, and I decided to leave some of the drawings poking out of the boxes, so it just added a little more life to it. I outlined and did the background in blue, and then it was time to move on to the tulips, which are the next little drawing. And for these ones, I just decided to do them pink. I'm not really sure why. I just felt like pink was the right option, and then I obviously made the stems green. For this drawing as a whole, I really just kept going with the flow, and like whatever felt like it should be next, I just did. So for this one, I made the background yellow, and I added some little streaks of darker yellow just to add in a little bit of a pattern. And next was the top, which was the purse. And I decided that I needed to draw in some green because I had green in the lettuce leaves of the breakfast sandwich and green in the stems of the flowers. So I felt like green would be the perfect choice for this purse, and then I wanted to add that blue back in from the background of the eggs to the top just to balance things out a bit. So I did blue on top of the background, and now it's time to do this left image, which was the hardest one to do because it was big, and I don't have this color marker. It was running out, so it was really hard to get any juice out of that marker, but I actually got a new one, so don't worry. And then I moved on to the skirt, which was a big decision. I didn't know whether to make it blue or pink. It's kind of like a Sleeping Beauty moment, but I decided to make it pink, which I think was a good decision, and it tied in with all of the drawings really well. So once I got it all pink, it was time to do the shoes, which turned out so well, and I love how they turned out. And then it was time for my absolute favorite part again, which is the line art. So I decided here to finish up all of the line art on everything. That way it was looking neat and nice, and it was time to add in some finishing touches. I used this light gray just to add some details around each of the drawings, and then I used this white Signo gel pen to add in some details everywhere to make things sparkle, to make them shine, and just to make it look finished. So here it is. I think it is so cute and so fun. Believe it or not, this took me an hour and a half to do, so it was a lot of work, but it was really worth it, and I think it turned out so cute and so fun. Just all of the drawings together look really good, and I love this little collage moment. And then I decided I had so much fun making this giant mess that I needed to do another one. So I sketched out my boxes, doing a little bit of a different style this time, and the inspiration for this one was me and my husband. I wanted to do a little collage of all of our favorite things, so I started sketching and just kind of went with whatever came to mind, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out too, so keep watching. The first sketch I did was in the top right corner again. I guess that's just, no, I started in the bottom right corner last time. I don't know, but anyway, I started on the top right and it was a little sketch of us. And then in this one, I put a little sketch of a pizza. We love pizza. I mean, who doesn't, but we really do. Then in the bottom left here, I put a little PS4 controller because we like to play video games together. I added this little teddy bear for some cuteness, and then of course I could not leave out our fur baby kitties, so I added them in the bottom right corner as well. And now the sketch is ready to be colored in, which I was also very excited about now that I had some experience with the last one. So I started with this little teddy bear and I made him a little red, orange, brown color, you know, teddy bear colored. And then I decided to add in the fine lines right then and there. And for this one, I did it a little more sporadic. I kind of started with the color and then I did more of the lining at the end of everything. So I just kept going with the color. And again, for this one, I just decided to use whatever colors felt right in the moment. And I didn't do a monochrome theme. I just went normal colors and did whatever I wanted with this design. And this one is a little more simple, I think, than the last one, but it's still super cute and was a lot of fun. I relied very heavily on line art for these designs and didn't focus so much on blending the colors, but I think that kind of comic booky effect was really fun and turned out really well for this design. So after I colored everything in on me and Ben, my husband, then I went in with the line art and outlined everything. I decided to just leave us not colored in because my marker it was too dead. So I just decided to leave some blank space there and play with that in other areas of the drawing as well later. So then I just kept on going with the line art for the pizza. I colored in these little hearts on the side, this red, dark red color, and then it was time to move on to the little kitties, which are orange and white, so they didn't need a lot of color. And for the PS4 controller, we do have a blue one. It's like blue and black, but I decided to do just a blue PS4 controller to be a little more creative and to add in the color from the shirt that I'm wearing in the drawing. So I decided to do that, and then it was time to add a little more details, and then it was time to finally start finishing the drawing. I left all of the backgrounds blank for this one at first because I wasn't really sure what colors would complement one another, so I'm just kind of jumping around, filling in details, filling in colors whenever they come to me. I decided to do light blue for the background of the pizza. I don't know why. I brought in some random purple, even though that's nowhere else in the drawing, to do behind the bear. I just felt like it needed a darker color to balance with the dark color of the hearts. I decided this green would really complement the drawing, so I added some of that in as well. And then I finished it all off with some sparkles again and some white gel pen designs, and I think it turned out really good as well. This one is a little more sporadic and crazier, but I still think it turned out really, really cool, and I think it's a really neat little drawing of me and my husband's favorite things. Obviously, not nearly all of them, like 3 favorite things, but it was still really fun to do, and I think it turned out really well. So here are both of them together. You can let me know if you like one best, the more personable one, or the more aesthetic one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more of these drawing videos, because I had a lot of fun doing them, even though they took me over 3 hours. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!